for young Pimu and war a year Aywawaso East. You copiumo and then some if you hold bano a year our hosem. Na name see a year 2026 ma and I say a year Aywawaso East MP NDC ni say wada ni ben kum so.
Just say as at the time na details ankasa nyam free mu mai as to the here the buy because o share how the report is by na just say it is very shocking to hear such a report just today the fourth day February 2026 and mark the 12th the fourth day in 2026 and just suddenly hearing such a report and actually say for more realms. But we promised you say immediately the Abekobia and the updates at me at the Bremo. Now per reporter Ekainsa actually say member of parliament and as you see the late member of parliament at the Aywawaso East constituency Honorable Mahama Naser Torure. He died after short illness earlier on. Now ye nim the see said ye ne buy said ye ne see but then now it has been confirmed say not just say option 4 ne ho do ne kakra ye see afi mu no na just say ne ho enye ne yi eno na option 4 enam so a ye de no ekopie mu ewo eye Kolebu teaching hospital ewa Accra eho na option 4 na ne eye a doctor ne nurse for ewo ho ehwe ne kakra say ye omobetimi ahwe na omatimi age ne nkwa de amano na chese bibia nso atimi de akoso yie na emom no mpenfo se owu krade ankwa intimi nye so battling this short illness and option 4 option 4 pa chese sabre ofa social media ne so a NDC NPP members sabre chese obi a Ghana fu esu because no one expected say just 4 days into 2026 as but then this is the report episode for yensa kan ye de bremo short illness and episode for baye ema omode ko pie mu e Kolebu teaching hospital so at Kolebu teaching hospital and episode for honorable yi or the free one oko yes Facebooker the page of Honorable Kennedy Nyako Osei and it was for no so watcher in some kakra de go say Honorable Naser Mahama Torure, I'm shocked about your demise. Just last 3 days you sent a new year message to your colleague members of the Roads and Transportation Committee. Little did we know that that was going to be your last conversation with us. May your gentle soul rest peacefully in the bosom of your maker. And then we found out, and then per reporter in such as because or a Muslim he's going to be buried today. That is Abushan 4 reporter in Sasabri said because of the religion he's going to be buried today. That is the how the Muslims and also the Islam sana omo esi omo nioma esi efa so say na option for nioma esi etie so you go so dey kire NDC aside now omo entimi release any letter with respect to the person of the member of parliament for Aywawaso East constituency. But then you go so the Ashanti regional minister Dr. Frank Amwakohini on the Facebook page on also try some kakra de go and then other members of the party will be just say we are and then even how to talk about this there's some way somehow because no one expected all of a sudden it just comes and then even what we see is something else. NDC and then we hope say because where the actually na yahwe said the name be siako say NDC ombeka dey say abusua ebia there is going to be an investigation into this na ebia yahwe said this short illness na ankasa no the report what goes into the short illness that we are talking about. Was it just an illness bia and as say ankasa na university we will go much into it because where the Honorable Naser Mahama Torure we for reporter abeka yen say de brem sabre ka say no on cat asefo ho bi so ye bema busuafo nyina yakọ e bema NDC amonoko no so yakọ ni ahwese update bi e be drop bia ye de munchire mbebem but then before then ye nko into other stories na ho so nsam busuafo aba no ye mfa munchire mu emfa emremo.
Because by so doing, you're going to raise a lot of businessmen in the economy who would then take care or handle the private sector, create the necessary jobs, right? Pay more taxes. Look, it's very simple. It's very simple. When you are government, you are looking at raising more revenue through taxes, through your royalties, and then through dividends from investment that you have made. That's how government raises its money.
Okay.
The other way by which government will raise money, perhaps through loans that are given to the government by donor funds, by donors, and so on and so forth, or grants, right? Or if you choose to borrow from the private market. Okay. The question you should always be asking yourself is that in the medium to long term, how do you grow your money? In the medium to long term, how do you grow your money? You grow your money through investing the money.
Okay.
Are you with me?
I am.
You grow your money through investing your money. So what form of investment are you making? Would you say that purchasing, projecting 13 billion cedis over a 4-year period to acquire aircraft or retool the army a good investment? That is a question you have to ask yourself. Will that 13 billion cedis, right, if you use it to buy aircraft or retool your army over a 4-year period, in the foreseeable future, let's say 10 years time, would that generate you more money? If it will not generate you more money, then it is not a good investment. You are looking at how does the 15 million, the 292 million you are spending, how does it become an investment for you, government? Right? Because your expenditure should also be an investment.
Right.
It becomes an investment if it can give you revenue through taxes, through dividends, through royalties. Right? And so you should be figuring out how, when you are going through an IMF austerity, how your investment will become, how your expenditure will become investment also for you as a government. And that for me is the critical decisions that we have not made as government. And that is why the government will choose to spend 292 million on parts, right? Importing them into a country. That is why government will spend 13 billion cedis, right, in retooling the army, when that money will not bring us money in the foreseeable future, right? Somebody might say it's going to be used to protect this, do this. Look, those are just, wishful thinking. We are looking for real investment. And so, yes, we need to give parts to our daughters, to our sisters, right? Is it going to be a policy that is going to be recurrent? If it is going to be recurrent, then we should look at making sure that the parts are produced here. So if you invest in about 3-4 companies that can produce the parts for you, the government is looking at getting pay as you earn from the workers who are there. Government is looking at getting corporate taxes from them. Government is looking at getting, if it is even an equity it gave to the private men that set up the company, government is also looking at getting dividends. Are you getting me? Yeah. And so we should, as politicians, be concerned about the economy. When the economy is bad, no matter what you do, you lose the elections. It happened to President Rawlings during the transition of President Rawlings in 2001. At that time, inflation was no more than 50%, or between 45 and 50%. Bank interest rate was around 45% thereabout. Life in Ghana was very difficult around that time. And so all that President Kufuor had to say was, it happened in 2011 2008, it wasn't as bad as 2000 elections, but people had characterized the MPP as being corrupt and it flew Ghanaians.
Ken Oforata Emra Ono about maybe half of all MPP MPs no. In the Woba Bontica the Kennedy or there His Excellency the former president Nana Andankwa Akufo-Addo. Oyi Kennedy Oforata Odifriwo. Na dem time non omba parliament na afina oreke kanon wa be join oye parliament no. Na nkono no oye MP by then enka obedi nkofunu wonde chira anade enka abade no obey. Ebusua manu na dwumudo onkasa keke na ebehwa oba parliament no oyade oka constitutional and legal oye affairs team into all kasa onando loyalty on kasa mbia keke na dem question a oye host nubusan oye very smart no kade na that time onko parliament into oye baumia the bofu bia da dokoka oye supreme court no o say you and I were not